Now, the question of the day, how do you make your ex regret losing you even though they no longer love you? Now, loving, you can be confused. You might think at times they don't love you anymore, whereas they still do. Sometimes you might think you no longer love someone, whereas you still do. But what is confusing you is something for a moment. Okay, let me give an example. Whatever you do, if you got to have a juice in a glass, right? And you pour water, so much water inside on top of the juice, does that mean the juice is no longer there? Nah, it is there, but it has been diluted with so much water to the point where even the taste of the juice is no longer that present. But someone can tell, nah, I still taste some sugar, kind of like juice is still there, but there's just too much water. But at least this is better than juice, because some things can be separated again. So when there is abundance of anger, abundance of resent, abundance of overwhelm on top of love, when so much anger takes over, it clouds love. So the reason your ex could have left you, could have not want anything to do with you at the moment, it is not necessarily that really they are over you. They no longer have love. But anger and resent is so much at the time. But as you know, you cannot stay angry forever. As you live more, anger starts to fade bit by bit. So now ask yourself a question. In a glass full of anger, whereas in the bottom there is love, forcefully, just like water evaporates eventually, when anger begins to evaporate, when resent or whatever is causing them to feel like they don't want you anymore, after that evaporation of anger, what remains at the bottom is love, right? Yes, you got it right. So now, even when it comes to your ex, it is one thing when a glass totally has not love. It is yet another thing when love is there, but it's just at the time the glass is more filled with hate or anger and resent. So that is why they say go no contact. Give them space. At that time, when you are giving them space, bit by bit, the anger is evaporating, up until someone will wake up and they realize they're no longer angry, they're no longer bothered of what about you, or whatever space they needed is gone. And now when they check, since anger is no longer clouding the love, what remains is love. That is why you see some exes texting you. That's why you see some people taking you back, though they said they will never take you back. That is why you see some people telling you they love you. They realize how much they love. They realize. Before you realize what was going on, ask yourself, they were being clouded by something. But at the end, they realized love is still there. I was just angry. So, in that case, as long as someone still has love for you, you can take advantage. You can make your ex regret losing you. Even if they no longer love you, but the way they no longer love you, that's why I explained what I explained. I was trying to describe that sometimes these people who say they don't love us, it's not that they don't love us, they just don't know they love us, but they are just still angry. That's why some people, if they are angry, they will tell them, give them space. After someone has been given time to cool down, that is when the truth comes clear. And you will see that it's not a matter of anger. This person just don't want this person anymore. So your ex can easily regret. That's why they say love is patient. Love, it clouds all the wrongs and all these things. If you are to be separated from your ex, depending on how you're acting at the time of a separation, it's either you can make them to be more proud that they let you go. Yes, I'm glad I got rid of that dog. Or you can make them to second guess their decision. And that all comes with just the simple things like make sure upon your separation, make sure upon them ignoring you, make sure upon them telling you they don't want you anymore, the side that you express, a side that they always see of you afterwards, is good things. You are improving on yourself. Whenever they bump onto you, you look happy. Not because you are trying to make them angry. Nah, when they see you, you still dress up well. When they hear you bought a new car, when they hear you seem to like improving. Let me tell you, when you act unbothered, the mindset that we have when we dump someone, deep down, we want to see them in distress, miserable. That's how we deep down feel. That is why every time if you are to dump someone, even if you wish they can understand after dumping, maybe you want to drop them nicely. If you are to dump them but still they don't seem bothered, it will start to hurt you, though you are the dumper. Why are they not? At least they were supposed to show being bothered. If they don't beg you, you will question, you will be the one hurting instead. That's the mind game that happens. It's just that even when you are dumped, you feel hurt. That's how nature works. But if you can play your cards right, you can even make the dumper regret. That is why if you are to act unbothered, I have seen women who act like they dumped me, but before I know it, now she's texting me again. I thought I'm dumped, but I noticed is the way I acted, is the way I behaved. Had I done things different, had I begged, had I acted miserable, she would have stayed with the decision and know my patterns that next time you do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna punish you longer next time. So if you wanna make your ex to regret, don't show them a side of hurt. Don't show them that your life is going downwards, even if it is. Try to always show them the good side. Make it seem like your life is even getting much better without them. Let me assure you, even if they don't come to you straight and say I want you back, they will second guess their decision. They will begin to feel like, yo, maybe I shouldn't have. Look how beautiful now she's looking. Maybe I shouldn't have run into dumping her. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I still love her. You get what I'm saying? Even if maybe they don't love you, but sometimes their love, they will start to question their no love for you. Maybe I still love this person. Maybe I shouldn't have. Because your graph seem to be going up instead of down. So if you want your exes to always regret, don't act desperate after being dumped or being let go. Don't act miserable. Act like you have it all. Act like there are more people who still want you. Don't be showing off pictures with other people when now, even if you show pictures, let it be confusing a bit where they can wonder, maybe he is a friend or she is his mother. There are 4 of them. Let them have that thing. Your life is moving on without them and you are fine. Your ex is bound to regret. Note that, bound to regret. Even if they don't come and tell you, deep down in the heart, regret is there. I leave this here. I hope this was helpful and take care.